Good morning, dear friends. In the last lectures, we have learned about how the air gap difference will be for salient pole rotor, and from that, what all the flux linkages changes will be. So, all those things we have learned. In this lecture, we are going to learn what is the magnetomotive force generated by the situation is like the stator rotor is salient pole and stator is cylindrical and stator is excited also, how the flux linkages will be, and this magnetomotive force will help us to derive the equation of self-inductance of the stator and rotor with respect to air gap. So already we know the small air gap is shown, length of the air gap is call it as LGD, and large air gap we will call it as LGQ. Let me share my presentation. So now this is the case of now rotor is inclined at some angle and stator is excited here and the rotor is excited. Normally if the stator is excited, current is entering below and the current is above, coming out from the wire is coming out from this dotted. So the maximum magnetic flux line will be along this direction. Maximum anti-flux line will be along this direction. So we will take this is the stator axis. I am going to take this is the stator axis. Why stator axis? If we, according to this Fleming's right hand rule, if your current is entering here, current is leaving here, so magnetic flux density of linkage, maximum magnetic flux intensity will be there, density will be there in this region. Therefore, we are writing it as stator axis. Now, this is the rotor. This is inclined at some angle. I will let you know what is the angle. So, similarly, if suppose I am exciting this also, current is entering here, current is leaving here, maximum flux will be this direction. Maximum magnetic flux density will be in this direction. Therefore, now the rotor is not excited. That is what I am removing this. So, now this is the maximum flux density for rotor. So we can call this is the rotor axis. Rotor axis. So this is rotor axis, rotor reference axis. This is the stator reference axis. So this angle is called it as rotor angle theta. That is what I am taking this angle as theta r, inclined at an angle of theta. So now circumferential spatial distribution angle reference, it will start from here in this point alpha equal to 0. So if this is theta automatic, then this is will be alpha equal to 0 and 90 and 190, then 270 and return back to 0. Now this another one I already told you, this is the small air gap length, this is the large air gap length. So the maximum magnetic flux intensity associated with the large air gap length will goes along the same direction of rotor axis. So this axis I am taking it as D axis. Then maximum air gap, maximum flux density along the direction of due to the large air gap, it will go beyond this direction. So we can call this is nothing but Q axis. So now this is totally 90 degree and D and Q are perpendicular each other. So if this is 90, this angle is theta, automatically we can have this angle is nothing but 90 minus theta. So assume maximum magnetomotive force is nothing but F cap. For our, I will explain in the next class how we will derive this, how we can derive this equation of F. Now before that, but you understand now F cap is nothing but maximum magnetomotive force. Now whenever this theta is equal to 0, whenever this theta r equal to 0, rotor will be in this horizontal position. So now d-axis component will be aligned with the stator axis. D-axis component aligned with the stator axis. So whenever theta are equal to 0, we will have maximum maximum magnetomotive force along the direction of along this place where having less air gap. So accordingly, if whenever theta are equal to 0, then only we are getting maximum. Automatically, F will be function of cos alpha, cos theta. Therefore, we can write along the direction of d axis, F cap is nothing but maximum value into cos theta. Maximum value into cos theta. Similarly, FQ gap will be maximum whenever 90 minus theta are equal to 0. So that when 90 minus theta are equal to 0, automatically this maximum, this angle is equal to 0, automatically this rotor will be shifted to aligned like this. Rotor will be like this. So now maximum will be aligned with this stator. So this we can call it as 90 minus theta are equal to 0. Therefore, we can write F cap in the cos of 90 minus theta. We can write it as F cap in the sin theta. But we would like to know for the spatial distribution, with respect to alpha equal to 0, the distribution of D will be 90. This, if this angle is theta, automatically this angle will also theta. Therefore, with 90 plus theta, this has to be subtracted, this area. Therefore, we can write now a spatial distribution of d-axis magnetomotive force with respect to alpha is nothing but FD cap. Already FD cap we have derived. FD cap into cos of spatial distribution angle alpha minus 90 minus theta. This is angle is 90 minus theta, alpha minus pi by 2 plus theta. That we can derive it as FD cap into sine of alpha minus theta. FD cap into sine of alpha minus theta. Similarly, FQ cap of alpha equal to FQ cap into cos of, this will be d, and within this alpha spatial distribution angle is theta. Therefore, we can write it as alpha minus theta. Since this is the positive direction, will be anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, alpha minus theta. So that we can derive now FQ cap is equal alpha equal to FQ cap into cos of alpha minus theta, and FD cap of alpha equal to FD cap into sine of alpha minus theta. These two formulas which will help us to find out mutual self-inductance of stator when the rotor is excited according to the assumptions of direct axis and Q axis. We will call it as direct axis and quadrature axis. With this, I would like to conclude today's lecture. I hope you understood. This derivation will help us to derive the self-inductance of the stator with respect to small air gap and with respect to large air gap. It will be help us once we derive this self-inductance of the stator and the rotor. It will help us to do the mathematical modeling when we do for synchronous machine. I hope it is interesting and understandable. Wish you all the best. Thank you.